FossGIS company, and I'm here to show you some cool stuff which we do with WebGL, which is open source as well, for inspiration and for you to play with if you are keen to do that. WebGL is a game changer for mapping and also for other aspects. Maybe you don't know what is it. It's just the extension of HTML where the canvas tag can be drawn with hardware accelerated functions. So in fact, inside of HTML page, you can specify in a C-like language a code which is then uploaded to the graphic card, and the graphic card is running it very, very fast, and you are getting the results. So very often you will hear about a new language, the GLSL, which you have to learn and which you have to use, and different form of data which you are putting in. It runs on most modern or all modern platforms. Only Internet Explorer is not supported because Microsoft decided they don't want to go in this way, so you have to use something like Google Chrome Frame. Normally, when you speak about 3D acceleration, what comes to your mind is virtual globes, Google Earth, or something like that. There are several open source projects which allows you to do in JavaScript visualization application inside of your web page, similar to this one. So you can really navigate in 3D world, see the elevation data if you upload them or if you use them, edit the polygons and do all this kind of stuff. This is already now available on GitHub. There are, as I said, about four open source projects where you can make application, put this code inside of your website, use it offline inside of intranet if you want, with your own data, your own elevation data, your own tiles, and so on. What is even more cool, because those are the four projects the most used. What is even more cool is because it's web, it runs automatically on mobile devices, and in fact, because of the hardware acceleration, it runs pretty well technically on Android, and this is iPad, and it will come to these mobile platforms as well. So you are developing this very fast and hardware accelerated application, whether it's 3D or 2D with acceleration for all the platforms which are out there. In fact, there are many more applications than just the 3D, virtual globes, Google Earth kind of applications. We work on an online system for libraries and institutions, which are scanning paper maps and need to search in them in large amounts. So in 100,000 maps, how do you search? So we have a search engine for this, and we have also an online system where people can turn the scans inside of a browser into a true map. So turn the image into kind of like geotiff or real geodata by assigning run control points and registering it and applying transformations. Then we are able to display it in Google Earth in this case, or other globes. What is very nice on the modern technologies that nowadays we can in fact make it inside of a web browser. So we are working with the high resolution image. We can apply clipping on the data inside of a web browser, and by knowing the control points, we can make transformation and even animate the high resolution data to the right place so that they fit exactly where they should be. What is amazing, really, something what has to be done on the server, the recalculation of the images for simplet spline and other algorithms can all be now made inside of the browser on a client side. I think it's amazing, really. The other thing, what you will hear a lot on this conference later on, is tiles. Everybody's speaking of tiles all the time. And it's not different in WebGL. You need to split the data into small parts, receive it and apply it, push it to the graphic card, push it to the browser. And what is a big thing which is now coming into open source and is already in the commercial sphere are the vector tiles. So to do something like this, when you are zooming and the labels are still in place, you can rotate the map that it's not north-wise oriented, and you still see the image. You can interact with the map in a new ways. For this, you need to receive the vector data and render it all on the client side. This is Google Maps application on iPhone, and they are using OpenGL ES2, which is in fact directly equivalent to the WebGL, to the code which you can run inside of a web browser. And now you have the beta version of new Google Maps, where they have exactly the same technology applied inside of the web browser. In the open source world, there are first applications where you are getting the OpenStreetMap data in this case JSON files, but the format must be better for large applications. And we all hope and participate on OpenLayer 3, which hopefully should bring this kind of rendering for your own data. We are also very keen to work on FossGIS, which is going to be a game changer, because this project doesn't exist yet. But technically, it's possible to make transformation of the coordinates and the rasters inside of a graphic card. So transform the WMS in one system to another system in real time inside of a web browser. So those are things which will come definitely sooner or later. It's just somebody has to make it, and somebody has to work on this. So I'm really glad that our company can be part of this, and that we work on contracts and pushing the technology, the open source technology in this way, and then contributing back to the community. Thank you all for your attention.